Juvenile delinquency means illegal or antisocial behavior committed by a child who is below the age prescribed under the law. In India, the law relating to children in conflict with law is governed by the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act, 2015. A juvenile is not born a criminal. Most children become involved in crime because of family problems, poverty, bad company, lack of education, or social influences. Therefore, society should focus not only on punishment but also on rehabilitation, education, and reform. Main causes of juvenile delinquency. The family is the first school of every child. A child who grows up in a family where there is domestic violence, constant fighting, neglect, alcoholism, drug addiction, or lack of parental care may develop aggressive behavior. Broken families, divorce, or the death of parents may also make children feel lonely and emotionally insecure. Such children may easily come into contact with criminal groups. Poverty is another major cause of juvenile delinquency. Many children belonging to poor families are forced to work instead of attending school. Some children start stealing, begging, or engaging in illegal activities simply to satisfy their basic needs. Economic inequality often pushes children towards crime. Lack of education and school dropout also increase juvenile delinquency. Schools teach discipline, values, and responsibility. When children leave school early or remain uneducated, they lose proper guidance and may become involved in criminal activities. Bad company or peer pressure is one of the most common reasons for juvenile crime. During adolescence, children are greatly influenced by their friends. A child who associates with criminal-minded friends may start smoking, consuming drugs, stealing, or committing other offenses to gain acceptance within the group. Drug and alcohol addiction is another important factor. Children addicted to drugs or alcohol often commit theft, robbery, or other crimes to obtain money for their addiction. Drug abuse also reduces self-control and increases violent behavior. Urbanization and migration have created slums where many children grow up without proper education, recreation, healthcare, or parental supervision. Such surroundings expose them to gangs and criminal activities at an early age. Case study. A well-known example is the 2012 Delhi Nirbhaya case. One of the accused was a juvenile under the law. The incident shocked the entire country and started a national debate on juvenile crime. During the proceedings, it was revealed that the juvenile came from an extremely poor background, had little education, worked from a young age, and lacked proper parental care and guidance. Although poverty alone does not make a person a criminal, the case showed how neglect, lack of education, poor social environment, and wrong company can influence a child towards serious crime. After this incident, the Juvenile Justice Act was amended in 2015 to allow children aged 16 to 18 years to be tried as adults for certain heinous offenses after proper assessment by the Juvenile Justice Board. Suggestions for prevention. Juvenile delinquency can be prevented only through the combined efforts of parents, schools, society, and the government. Parents should provide love, care, supervision, and moral guidance to their children. They should spend quality time with them and identify behavioral changes at an early stage. Education should be made accessible and attractive so that children do not drop out of school. Schools should provide counseling, sports, cultural activities, and life skill education to develop the overall personality of children. The government should reduce poverty through employment opportunities, social welfare schemes, and financial support for poor families. Drug abuse among children should be controlled through awareness programs, counseling, rehabilitation centers, and strict action against drug traffickers. Parents should monitor children's internet usage and guide them regarding responsible use of social media and digital platforms. Society should avoid treating juvenile offenders as permanent criminals. Instead, they should be given counseling, vocational training, psychological treatment, and opportunities for education and employment. Community participation, child protection committees, NGOs, and social workers should actively help children at risk. The juvenile justice system should focus on reform rather than revenge. Observation homes, special homes, counseling centers, and rehabilitation programs should be strengthened so that children can return to society as responsible citizens. Conclusion. Juvenile delinquency is not merely a legal problem but also a social, economic, psychological, and family-related issue. Most juvenile offenders are victims of neglect, poverty, lack of education, bad company, and emotional problems. Therefore, prevention is more effective than punishment. If families provide proper care, schools offer value-based education, society supports vulnerable children, and the government strengthens child welfare programs, juvenile delinquency can be significantly reduced and children can become responsible citizens.